It has stood for victory, and later for peace. And then it came to stand for something else. Something unspeakable, still nearly taboo in the 1990s, thanks to a playwright and performer named Eve Ensler.
Are there any vaginas in the house? The epidemic of violence towards women is shocking, it's global, it is so profound and it is so devastating and is so in every little pocket of every little crater of every little society that we don't even recognize it because it's become ordinary.
In 1996, growing out of her intimate conversations with more than 200 women, Eve felt compelled to refine and shape them into one coherent whole. A play called The Vagina Monologues.
Women love to talk about their vaginas. They do. They really do. Mainly because no one's ever asked them before.
The play brought violence against women and girls front and center in a way that had never happened before, launching Eve onto the international stage.
After every performance, women would literally line up to talk to me. And what they were talking about was the fact, usually, that they had been raped or battered or incested.
From Eve's experience performing the monologues around the world, she found the courage to create V-Day.
But the Congo was where the systematic rape, torture, and destruction of women and girls was being employed as a military corporate tactic to secure minerals. But I found something else here as well. Inside these stories of unspeakable violence inside the women was a determination and life force I had never witnessed. And so they conceived of a place called City of Joy. It would be their sanctuary, it would be a place of safety, of healing, of gathering strength, a place where they would rise as revolutionary leaders.
Eve Ensler realizes that gender justice is transformative and connected to civil rights, poverty, war.
V-Day has been unstoppable, blossoming into 1 billion rising, a massive global campaign emboldening women and men to strike, dance, and rise against violence. It is the biggest mass action campaign to end violence against women in human history. Back in the U.S., Eve entered the criminal justice system, literally, with a series of writing workshops at the correctional facility in Bedford Hills, New York. Most of the women in her program had been convicted of murder.
What I'd like to do today, how many people, has everybody done it, the writing exercise?
I don't have mine.
Well, you're going to do yours.
I have never really been on the other side of it, where I interviewed and spent time with people who perpetrated violent crimes. It's completely changed my notions of perpetrator and victim.
I killed a 71-year-old man, a man who could not truly harm me, a man who in 1 minute saw and received all my anger.
Eve again called on the nation's top performers to interpret and give expression to the inmates' words.
And for the rest of my life, that truth will haunt me.
When my father raped me and beat me, it wasn't my fault. I didn't ask him to do it. I didn't invite him to do it. And nothing about me made him do it. That was his decision. So every year we ask people, this moment in the show, to please stand up if they have ever been raped or beaten or violated, and break the silence, break the shame, and be part of the community so you can be known and loved and held here. So please, I ask you to stand up if that's ever happened to you.
As women stand up the world over, we can thank the art, activism, and exuberant life force that is Eve Ensler for celebrating women and the strength and joy that can connect a single body to the world.